Hello, hello, hello. Yes, that's working. Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. It is Saturday. It is time for another round on Maypole Farm. Farming Simulator 22. And you catch me taking the last of our herbicide out to a field. We're really down to 800 litres. However, this is the only field we have to herbicide. The other soybean field that we planted was previously ploughed by the previous owner. And so because it was ploughed, there's no weeds. And I completely forgot that. So I was kind of worried we're going to need to buy more herbicide, but turns out don't need to. So we're going to take this out, do this. We'll pop both of these vehicles down to the other yard, put them through the workshop when we're done, because I think we're close to done as far as spraying is concerned, any form of spraying. That turned the GPS on, that turns that on, auto width, yes indeed. Set a 0 cardinal, go back, turn it on and drive. So, what's been happening this week? Well, we had an ice storm at the beginning of the week. According to Consumers Energy, we were out of power. Turns out all the streets around us were out of power. We weren't. So we've still not made use of our emergency generator, but not so much complaining about that. A lot of other people are without power around here. So church is closed. They're not going to have power till Monday. And yeah, life goes on. Most of the people I work with weren't available because they have no power. We have no desks at the office because they've been assigned to other departments now. Since COVID, they decided, hey, IT people can work from home, so they don't need desks at work. So yeah, we can't go to work if we wanted to. Let's push that up. And what else is going on? So our former foster kids also have no power, so they've been here since Wednesday-ish. So today may be disturbed, it may be loud in the background, but we're all going to have to put up with that. I'm kind of hoping today, once we've got this field sprayed, that's pretty much all the major jobs done, except perhaps maybe the what do we call it? The perishable sales for May. But outside of that, yeah, we're pretty much done on the farm till harvest. So we'll see how far that gets us, I guess. What else has been going on? My model railway train bench work, I have decided was completely over-engineered. So I went shopping yesterday for wood for legs, which I now have. So I can get stuck into that because I know where to get the wood from now. I can get more as I need it. Also, according to the weather, it wasn't due to snow until Wednesday. It snowed all last night, so we got a layer of snow on the ground, which was a little bit unexpected. And Mrs. Osa wants to go to the grocery store today because obviously with 2 extra small people in the house, we're kind of eating a little bit more food than we expected to. So that's pretty much life at the moment. I will probably go downstairs and mess around with the bench work and try and get at least the first table done. Not sure about cutting the next pieces because obviously there's snow on the ground outside. Mrs. Osa doesn't really want me cutting wood in the basement because you get sawdust everywhere, and she'd like to avoid that if at all possible. However, the patio is underneath a deck, so if the snow hasn't fallen through the deck, then I might be able to nip out there and do some cutting. Although, yes, my PC says earnings upcoming. 24 degrees outside, so a little bit chilly. Come on. Let's put it on cruise control. Oh, my mouse still hasn't arrived. It had a scheduled delivery date from Friday before the last stream to Tuesday this past week. Tuesday this past week it had been picked up from the distribution facility. Actually, it had been handed off to the airline for shipping from China. If I'd known it was in China, I would have ordered it from a tried to get it from a different location. And by estimates, it's about 27 hours from China to America. As of this morning, it is, I think, 4 o'clock this morning. It has departed the facility in Illinois, so close to Chicago Airport, which is not bad for something that should have been delivered on Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to see it till next week Tuesday at this rate. So not particularly impressed with that particular vendor. And next time I order stuff from Newegg, I'm going to make sure I don't order anything that's coming from there, because frankly, they suck. They can't deliver their promises. How am I doing? We're down 100 litres so far, so I think, as I said, yeah, we've got very efficient spray equipment here. I don't think we are going to have any problem whatsoever finishing this task with what we have. And then we don't need to order any more herbicide until next year. Unless we do contracts. I haven't checked the contracts yet. So, sales at the store, we have this thing. I don't need anything like that. I would kind of like if these things came with front loaders, because some people do have little hobby tractors this sort of size with front loaders, so they can dig snow up in their yard and what have you. There's this, which is big, and there's that, which is close to being an alternate tractor that we might want eventually. I'm thinking I want something in the 160 to 200 horsepower range. That would kind of work, but it's a little bit old and a little bit pricey. We don't have the money for it right now, so no plans for that one. But nice to see things like that coming up on the sales. And I forgot to roll both the soybean fields, so we're not going to make great money out of them. Well, sorry, we're not going to make the bestest of yields out of them, but I forgot to roll it. Well, never mind. We didn't mulch the other one, because obviously that wasn't ours and had already been ploughed when we bought it, so no option to mulch anything there. This one did get mulched, so should get, it's going to be a fair yield. But as far as the farm goes, this is the last job. And then from here on in, we're running down to harvest again. And of course, we have our cows to worry about. Might need to buy a load of mineral feed. Let's go check the cows. Ooh, we're down to 104,000 food. Yeah, that needs to be sorted out. We've still only got 2,625 litres of milk. The cow is 20 months. I thought they were supposed to produce, but I don't know. Maybe the milk production got broken. And if it has, that's a big problem for us. Because we're kind of relying on that for income. And I'm happy enough to say, well, okay, I messed up. And now we're not going to get any milk for a month or two. But what I'm not happy with is now I'm not going to get any milk forevermore, because then I'm just feeding very expensive cows and not making any money out of them. And that's a bad deal. Could be that I've added a mod that has messed up my milk production. I don't know. But I guess we keep going. Those cows are breeding. It's going to be summer before those cows actually have babies and we start seeing any income, which is a problem. You can buy baby cows which have 12 months to mature, and then actually 18 months to mature, and then another 9 months before they have calves themselves. You can buy what's the next one? 1-year-old cows that are still 6 months off having babies, or you can buy 18-month cows. So my cows are stuck. Hi, what's going on?
I want to see this.
Oh, do you want to say hi to people?
Hi.
There we go. Hi.
Hi.
So anyway, we will get this field done and then go kick out, kick off the rest of the month, which, as I said, probably not much happening that we need to worry ourselves with. Contracts are down a page or two. There are contracts. Oh, there might be a baling contract. That might be a good thing. Last pass is 800, 601. Okay, what's the field at the top? 53? And 53 is an available contract, and it is wrap those bales. Did they give us a round baler wrapper? No. So one of the things I'm considering here is, because we've now got the big mowing kit, is leasing a baler wrapper to do contracts with. That way I don't have to faff around with the Anderson. We can use a round baler. And that is done. You done? Is that the last of it? I'm seeing little spot sprays here and there. Okay, let's fold that away. So, potentially, balers, round balers with a wrapper. That, now, what have we got any wrapper? We've got the fast bale. I'm not going to use the fast bale. That is a square. So the baler wrappers, is that a round? Nope, that's a square, that's square, that's square, that's square, that's square. So that's the round one with the variable size. That's the round one fixed. I'd like to go 150 centimeters because obviously we need less of those a time. Anyway, let's deal with this. We can turn off the GPS because I don't need GPS when I'm going to our own farm. Oh, hello. Good. I have found that the unload points on those can be very, very precise. You end up driving through what you think's the tip area and just nothing going. So, since we now have a roller and the John Deere Batwing can be used as a mulcher, we need to make sure that we are mulching and rolling whenever possible. And I screwed up the soybeans this year. Anyway, we need to fix this and something else, probably refuel it. Back up into there. Oops, let's turn the engine off. Okay, those are going to be maintained, so we'll do that. The time is 8:40, so I am going to lease a baler. We want the pottinger. It's an unfortunate that this is the only baler that's actually available for round wrap with variable size. Anyway, leasing is 5,000. Okay. And we have to restate all of that. And I want field 53. I'll turn the details on and we'll accept the contract. So that's our big contract local. And I'm going to go and jump in the John Deere, go fetch the baler. Because the John Deere needs to be moved over so we can hitch the mowers up to it, and we'll use the baler wrapper on the Doids because it has the horsepower. Jump in the cab because it's the height of summer, well, spring, and I need to see where I'm going and trees. So, good contract, good income. It's costing us 5,000 to lease the baler. I might keep the baler on roster again. I think we've got the... What do we have? We got the milk tanker. That's leased. I think I've got one other piece of equipment that's leased. Oh, probably the spreader. And then we've got that baler. And I might keep it leased to hire because we're working that angle. How are we doing with butter production is fine. So yeah, there are a ton of baling contracts to do. I'm not sure how many I'm going to actually do. Obviously, the one up by our farm is the most lucrative, and I like doing that as frequently as possible. One, because of the income. We get bonus income from the silage bales, and if it's a hay contract, then we get what do we get? We get bonus food for the cows. If I do get worried about the cows getting low on food, I can always do a conditioned grass cut on our grass field, bale it up and drop it straight into the cow feed trough, and that will keep them going until we get some more stuff, whole crop silage. Because the robot only runs on whole crop silage, so that's not the greatest. Again, it's the limits of you only get the food source once a year, so you have to do it as you're able to, and as much of it as you're able to cover your bases. Anyway. That up. I'm going to bring that up. No. Change bale size. Yes, indeed. 150, 180, 150. Now, one of the things I am thinking, the baler we have is really, really nice, and the small tractor, the Massey can run it. This baler, that's an interesting question. 100? No. That one. 150. Yeah, that's way too big for the Massey to run. So we are kind of limited. This is one of the reasons why I want a slightly bigger 150, 180 horsepower tractor, so that we can have a smallish tractor to run a baler this size. But if we're doing hay, then I can use this baler with the bale set to the biggest, and it will obviously bale them and drop them. And not try and wrap them, because the wrapper only runs up to 150. But if you want silage, you can just do a follow me on the mower set, which is what we've done in the past series. So this one, we only need the 2 tractors. We can be round this field in absolutely no time. It's really, I think having the big mowers is now going to change the whole aspect of our ability to do baling contracts, especially the silage ones, because we can just get out there and just run around the field and it's all done. Obviously with hay contracts, it's not quite so easy, because we have to ted the grass, and then we're still going to have to row it and all of that stuff. Now, I did see, who was it? Virtual Farmer, I think, on his Attingham Farm series. He's found a small tedder which windrows, which could be really useful. You mow and you windrow, you ted and you re-windrow, And then you go around with a baler. We could do that in 3 tractors. That would be good. Okay, we need to drop this off here and run over to the mower set. And obviously the other thing is that silage bales for us, because we've got the Anderson, I can still run mowing and raking, or mowing and baling big size bales and use the Anderson to wrap them. But the Anderson's also able to do squares. So I can get a square baler if I want. Alrighty. Now the horsepower on square balers is quite significantly more than we're looking at here. That's the oh no, that's actually an advanced one. It's got multi-size. I thought that's adjustable. That's fixed. That's adjustable. I thought there was a square baler that was fixed. Obviously going crazy. So yeah, but still 250 horsepower. Even the Deutz is going to struggle with that size of baler. So let us run this over here. I want to check what's in here. So we have no mineral feed. That's our problem. We have 138,000 silage. We have 382,000 hay. We have 316,000 straw. So we should end up with probably in excess of 400,000 litres if I put mineral feed in there. Now I might need more than that much mineral feed. Okay, start you up. Nope, start you up. And go and hitch up to the baler. This tractor is so much smaller than the 8R. Alrighty. Okay, let him plot, and he is done. And we can drive up to the field. I do believe we are all set to contract that. I don't think this field's ready. We have a lot of manure. Again,